I have a new foundation routine which I wanted to show you. I'm going to be using my Glam Spot Cosmetics foundations. These are a cream foundation and I'm going to be using 4 shades. This is number 2, number 3, number 4 and number 5. And the reason I'm doing that is because I'm going to do my contour and highlighting in one. So I'm just taking my lightest colour and just going to highlight just around here and around the eyes with it. I've already put my Studio Secrets primer by L'Oreal on as well. I haven't done any concealer or any colour correction, and that's just because I'm not doing that at the moment. I just don't feel I need it and I can do without it, and because it's for work, it's not that important to me to have completely flawless skin. I just want skin that I'm comfortable in. I'm going to do that the other side. I'm going to also use that highlighter just around the middle of my forehead, closer to the brows. I've probably taken out way too much foundation on my palette, but if I take out just the amount I need, then you won't be able to really see between the colours. So you don't need to have that much foundation. Then taking the darkest colour, which is number 5, and applying that on my cheekbones. My very first video where I sound like a complete robot, but I haven't taken it down. I'm really embarrassed because I really talk very, very funny in that video. But I did a very similar sort of tutorial using a foundation that was too dark for me, and I used it just on my cheeks. And I showed you how to make use of a dark foundation. So this is kind of the same principle, but I'm actually, you know, I've bought this one deliberately because I really like doing this effect with it. I've had this one in my bridal kit for a while. The company now don't exist, Glam Spot Cosmetics, but I absolutely adore their foundation. I think it's really amazing bridal quality foundation, and it's completely flawless when applied, but they don't exist anymore. I don't know what's happened to the company. I'm waiting to find out, but just before something was going on with them, I got the opportunity to buy lots of foundation, so I do have some in stock, and so I've just opened up a whole set for myself personally to use. I've still got loads left, but I do kind of just let other people have them if they really like them. I sell them on. Okay, so using number 4, which is darker than my skin tone, number 3 is the perfect colour for me. I'm just using number 4 around my chin because I'm slightly darker there anyway. I've got a wider chin and jawline, so if I use the darker colour here, I get a natural contour here. It just makes everything appear a little bit smaller. I don't mind connecting it there with the dark colour right there on the cheek. And this kind of prevents me from looking grey around this area, which is quite common with a lot of people with the same type of skin tone as I have, and with the deep pigmentations that I've got too. I'm going to use that darker colour around my nose and on my upper lip because I'm still dark there too. So this colour blends more with my skin colour around that area. And then don't mind taking that darker colour, not the really deep colour that I applied on the cheeks, but number 4 on my nose too, because I wouldn't mind making that appear a bit smaller for obvious reasons. Just going in with a very dark colour, number 5 and number 4, mix them together, and I'm just applying that around my temples and around the area where I missed when I did the lighter colour, the very lighter colour on the middle of my forehead. So just going around the temples on that. You should be able to see a shadow start to appear. If it doesn't, go in with a darker colour. is the same as applying the MSF on top of your regular 1 colour or 2 colour foundation, just to get a bit more sort of a 3D dimension, I guess, going around the sides of the face. And just doing this just means I don't have to put foundation, powder on top, coloured powder, or bronzer or blusher. So I just find it makes my job a little bit easier in the morning. I go much quicker than this too. Just applying whatever's on the brush on my eyelid. Still got some dark colour. I'm going to go back in over the cheeks. See how gorgeous this foundation is. Just getting a line of the very darkest colour across my jaw. Because the lights, I'm working with the light shining on my face, you probably can't see it as well, but when these lights go off and you've got natural lighting, then these colour variations really do pick up. And so here it just makes this jaw look much more defined. And the cheeks do look like they've got a nice subtle blush on it without any blush being on it at all. So you can see I didn't need that much product. I've got loads left. I'll deal with that later. I have to throw it away. For powder, I'm going to use my Atelier powder. No, I'm not. I need to finish this, which is my MAC Invisible, what is it called? I think it's Pro Set powder, and I've only got a very little bit left, so I took it out of my kit and I'm just finishing it up. This foundation stays put anyway, but it really, you only need to powder it this once and it stays put all day too. I just hope I can find out what's happened to the company and if it's available. I think that from what I understood or what I gathered, the foundation is being redeveloped and redesigned, so you know, I hope I can find it maybe under a different brand or under a different name, or because it really is a truly gorgeous foundation, a very pro quality foundation. I'm only taking the little bit that's on the lid. Makeup is done. I really don't need to add anything else to that. I don't know if I can create a little shadow. If I put my hand there just to block away from, to give me a little bit of shade from the lights, you can see that that looks like a bit of blush that's gone on there naturally. I really don't need to add anything more to that apart from just define my eyes a little bit. I've not been feeling eyeshadow at the moment at all. I really haven't been doing any. I just don't have time for it in the morning as well. So I'm just going to use this new Daniel Sandler mascara, which I got with my Glossy box. I haven't used it yet. I want to try it. It does make my lashes look longer and separated and fuller. I've heard that it runs, I don't know, and I've just got it all over my face, which I'll clean up in a minute. So there you go, that's the look done. Please don't feel like you have to go out and buy 4 foundations now to do something like this. It's just if you have the foundations, great. If you have a darker colour foundation, use it with your regular foundation and do 2 colours. If you've got loads of different colour concealers, it's going to work the same way. Just use your concealer instead of the foundation. Yeah, but this is just what I'm doing. I wanted to share it with you, and I'll speak to you guys soon. Bye.